Hey guys, Joe Tunney at Infiniti of Kirkland, taking a look at this 2010 Nissan Titan two-wheel drive LE crew cab. Crew cab, of course, being 4 full doors as opposed to some that just have the smaller mid-size doors heading to the back. Now this one has only 28,000 miles and it is absolutely loaded. And so of late, we've had a lot of business come to us through eBay and through other sources where we've been shipping a lot more cars across the country and in fact around the world. And so we're starting to focus these videos less on the features of the car and more on the condition of the car. If you'd like a different video going over specific features or specific items that are important to you, just give us a call or an email and we're happy to accommodate. Taking a look at this particular car right here, I give my salespeople a hard time for using the vernacular and the jargon of our business, referring to cars as a diamond or something like that. But in this case, that would definitely apply. This beautiful truck absolutely is a diamond. It's an exquisite condition for a pre-owned vehicle of any kind, but especially a pre-owned truck. Trucks by their nature are used for what they're used for, and they tend to take a lot more abuse than anything else. And so finding a little bit of wear and tear is something you just sort of shrug your shoulders and accept in the world of pickup trucks. Not the case with this one. This is an absolute garage queen. If I look around trying to find some rock chips, I'm going to look long and hard before I find any. The front of this car is absolutely immaculate. If I find one just absolutely minuscule rock chip right there, but it's in really, really fine condition, from the headlamps to the chrome fascia of the grille, and then the chrome lower fascia surrounding the bumper area here. Everything looks first class and fresh. If I come around to this side right here, I'm going to notice 2 little cat scratches right there and a little bit of wear in this area right here. Again, we can airbrush this completely to your satisfaction, but we want to show you the car as we see it. We just took this in 3 days ago, and so it's just come back from detail. We haven't done anything to it at all. By the time you see this car, this might already have been taken care of, but if you don't want us to, let us know. If you're interested in pulling the trigger on this and say, hey, listen, I don't like paint work on my new truck, that's fine. We're happy to accommodate your wishes. A lot of people don't like paint work on their car. A nice little additional stainless protector right here, like a bug screen, bug guard, something like that, but it just looks nice and clean on the front end. And then they have a couple of coordinating accessories on the window surrounds and then also above the moonroof there. The wheels are a plus-sized wheel, a 20-inch wheel, so this being an LE is already going to have a lot more equipment than most. This one also has a more glamorous wheel, and then it has the step-up bars on the side. The interior, everything looks first class, fresh and new. Now this one has the wood appearance package as well, and it looks great. Steering wheel, nobody's been hanging on for dear life. You don't experience, sometimes heavier drivers will kind of blow up this seat right here. No, not at all. A couple of little compression wrinkles is all, but if I look at the side bolster, everything looks fresh and new. This one has tinted windows as well. Back seat, you'll hear it said a million times in the car business, it looks like it's never been sat in, but that is the case on this one. It definitely looks like it's never been sat in. There's no compression wear of any kind. Also, you always look for the impressions left by baby seats. The reason is this one has the theater system, so it's got a drop-down DVD display right there. Whenever you see that, the natural assumption is that they had kids, but again, no wear on the seats and no compression wear from a baby seat. If I come around the sides here, everything looks great. I head back to the trunk and I look to see if there's any wear where the factory tow receiver is, and I see a lot of dirt, but I don't see any wear. There's nothing inside there, no chafing or anything that would indicate that any kind of trailer was installed into that receiver. And then the back of the car itself, parking sensors, the chrome, the rubber, everything looks first class. It looks brand new actually. Now if I look up here, I can tell maybe somebody went to Lowe's or wherever and put some 2x4s perhaps here, and I see a little bit of wear here, as if maybe some wood was laying down and the corners were right in this area on top of the tailgate. And then looking inside here, just a little bit of dirt, but no wear of any kind. And then this has those nice tracks as well. Spray-in bed liner, and everything looks fresh. Defroster in the rear glass, a nice plus on a pickup truck. And then on the sides, you can't see any door dings because there aren't any door dings, just like brand new. I do see, however, here just a rock chip, count them up, 1, 2, 3, and 4 right there, and that's something that we're happy to have addressed if that's a concern for you. Inside, everything looks brand new in the front. Everything looks brand new in the back. I'm going to come on around and sit in the front seat and take a look in there. Let's turn it on and see how it sounds. Turns right on, sounds smooth and great. It should. It has only 28,000 miles, and again, it's in superior condition. This is very similar to our Infiniti QX56. In fact, they're the exact same platform, same engine, same everything, and so it's something that we are very, very comfortable with. In the QX56, I actually own the same vehicle, and I'm up to 109,000 miles on ours, and I have no intentions of trading it in. A well-serviced one can last forever and a day, and we just sold a QX56 Infiniti in 2006 with 292,000 miles, and it was in perfect condition. It was a beautiful, exquisite sport utility. We're at about $13,300, which sounds like an epic fortune for me. 292,000 miles, I don't care how nice it is, but it does go to tell you what people's feelings are, even wholesale, about the quality and value of the Nissan Titan all the way up to the Nissan Armada and Infiniti QX56. They just are a vehicle that you can put heavy, heavy miles on and still feel comfortable that there's nice value there. The DVD unit is still taut and responsive. Sometimes if these get used a lot, this can be really loose. All the buttons, everything seems to work just fine. Moonroof glides effortlessly. There's no cigarette burns or anything about the periphery. Now, I say this every time when we're talking about the interior of a car. You are absolutely, if you're a national or international buyer, we do so many deals into Canada. In fact, we're the #1 Infiniti dealer for export in the United States, obviously because of our close proximity to Canada, but we do ship cars all throughout Asia and Russia as well. But you're at the mercy of a dealer's description of a car, because you may ask, is it a smoker's car? And maybe they just didn't pay attention and or didn't go out and really turn the ventilation on and discover if it truly is, or maybe they're just hiding it from you and putting some fragrance or what they call ozone in the car. And ozone is fine for killing odor and eliminating bacterium and what have you, but it feels like you're swimming in the bottom of a swimming pool. The chlorine that develops from that just burns your eyeballs right out of their sockets. I mean, it's terrible. And so always ask, please, I mean, be kind to me. I'm calling you from out of state. I'm pulling the trigger on an expensive vehicle without knowing you or anything about your company. Just tell me, does it have ozone? Because you get a car with ozone, and if you're sensitive to it at all, and I'm sensitive to nothing, and I'm still very sensitive to ozone. I just can't stand a car that's been ozone. But again, dogs, dander, all these different kinds of issues. Maybe the previous owner just had BO, and sorry, it sounds cute and funny, but it's the real world. Until I sit in a car with my own senses and my own faculties, I can't tell if it's a nice car or not. So I'm trusting you to be my eyes, ears, and in this case nose, to let me know, is this first class merchandise, or am I better served going in a different direction? And let me tell you something, this car is just like new. As nice as it is on the outside, it's even nicer on the inside. Those teeny tiny little anomalies on the outside are the sum total of imperfections on this vehicle. This car is flawless. It's in superb condition. It has great features like Rockford Fosgate. It has dual zone digital climate control. You never ever see that. Traction control, tow mode, heated seats for both driver and passenger, Bluetooth, and then again, navigation. It has everything that you could possibly put on a Titan pickup truck. This is as low a mile one as you're going to find. 28,000 miles is nice low miles. These two, because they have high resale value with heavy miles, people who buy them tend to buy them to put heavy miles on them. You just don't see them with low miles all that often, but you never ever see them this nice, and you absolutely never see them this loaded. This is easily the nicest Titan pickup truck in our region, and perhaps in the whole country. It really is the real deal. If you have any questions at all, please, if you want some more photographs, a different video, maybe you want it presented to you in a different way, I can send you a signed copy of the shop report signed by the manager of the department. We do that for personal accountability. If you want to see the Carfax with your own eyes, of course, it's on the website, www.infinitiofkirkland.com, or just give me a call. Whatever you need, I'll get the answer for you. My name's Joe Tunney here at Infinitiofkirkland.com. My direct number is 425-894-8230. That's my cell phone. Call me anytime if I'm not doing videos or in front of a guest. believe me, you'll be the first thing on my mind. Or just email me at joet@infinitiofkirkland.com.